At 5:30 this afternoon, Mike Smith and the team will be welcoming some more Friday people, including Mike Nolan of Bucks Fizz. Our evening on BBC1 begins at 7 when Terry Wogan exercises his conversational prowess with his guests Omar Sharif, Benjamin Luxon, Lenny Bennett, Miss Bluebell and Brian Adams. And then at 7:40, Paul Daniels invites his contestants to find the odd one out. The ugly face of crime threatens $1 million model in Cover Up at 8:10, and after the news, Peter Barkweth stars as late starter Edward Brett at 9:25. And our film for Friday night is the powerful Western adventure about a British aristocrat who wins the respect of Sioux Indians and eventually becomes their tribal chief. Richard Harris is A Man Called Horse at 10:20 here on BBC1. Back to this afternoon on 1 now, and it's time to join Hokey Cokey on the seesaw.
Twisting whelk shell, limpets that cling onto the rocks, and tiny seashells. And what's this? Looks like a screw shell. Lots of seashells. Seashells. Quite difficult to say. Have a go. Seashells. She sells seashells. Say it. She sells seashells. Bit of a tongue twister. What about this one? She sells seashells on the seashore. The seashells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. Have a go. Slowly first. She sells seashells on the seashore. The seashells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. Now faster. She sells seashells on the seashore. The seashells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. Several sorts of seashore shells here. Several sorts of seashore shells here. They're cockle shells and mussel shells and wriggling under the seabed shells.
Cockles, mussels, alive, alive-o. In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone as she wheeled her wheelbarrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive-o, alive, alive-o, alive, alive-o, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive-o. She was a fishmonger, and sure 'twas no wonder, for so were her father and mother before. And they each wheeled their barrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive-o.
A sea creature lived inside that cockle shell. It's empty now, the same as all these shells. But all these seashells used to have some sea creature living inside them. In here, a whelk would live. Good home, tucked away inside there. You know, some people say that you can hear the sea if you listen in an empty shell. See what I can hear in this very large shell. It comes from a long way off. Now, what can I hear? Oh yes, I can hear something. Seashell, seashell, sing me a song, oh please. A song of ships and sailor men, and parrots and tropical trees, of islands lost in the Spanish Main, which no man ever may find again, fishes and corals under the waves, and seahorses stabled in great green caves. Seashell, seashell, sing of the things you know so well.
Down at the bottom of the ocean, there's an octopus, and he smiles at us. Down at the bottom of the ocean, swimming in the deep blue sea, swimming in the deep blue sea. Down at the bottom of the ocean, there's a great big fish, and his tail goes swish. Down at the bottom of the ocean, swimming in the deep blue sea, swimming in the deep blue sea. Down at the bottom of the ocean, there's a giant crab, and his claws can grab. Down at the bottom of the ocean, swimming in the deep blue sea, swimming in the deep blue sea.
Oh, Cokey, I hope there are no crabs on this beach. I don't want to be pinched.
No, don't worry about it, Hokey. There's not a crab in sight, just lots and lots of sand.
Oh, good.
Now watch this, I'm going to finish my sand castle. Tap on the bucket, say the magic words, octopus legs, and hey presto! Look at that.
Oh, that's terrific. Can I try that?
Yeah, have a go.
All right. Tap on the bucket. Say the magic words, octopus legs, and hey presto! Oh, there's nothing there.
No, you're right, there's nothing there.
Why not?
Well, did you put sand in it?
Sand? You didn't say I had to put sand in it.
Martin took his spade and bucket, and he sat in the middle of the beach trying to make a sandcastle. But he wasn't very good at it. Still, he enjoyed himself a great deal, and he chatted away to the seagulls and to the faraway sea that whispered at the edge of the beach. Swish, swish. Presently, Nicola came to join him. "Hello, Martin. I'm going to build the castle with you," she called, as she piled sand onto his castle. "Na, Martin shouted. He wanted to build his castle in his own way. But when Martin saw how well Nicola could build castles, he was glad she'd come to help him. They had a good time digging, talking to themselves and the seagulls, and far away on the edge of the beach, but not quite so far away now, the sea was talking to itself too. Swish, swish, it whispered. In a little while, Martin's sister Hilary came to help them. "Hello, you two. I've come to build a really big castle," she shouted. "No, this is our castle. You build your own." Na. But Hilary just started to dig, and when they saw how fast their castle was growing, they were glad she'd come. The seagull flew over again. "Wah! They're making a very big castle now," he called to his friend the sea. And the sea, which was much nearer now, whispered and chuckled to itself at the edge of the sand as it wiped out all the marks that the people had made since it last washed the beach. After a while, Nicola's father began to throw huge shovelfuls of sand on top of the castle. The castle grew faster and faster. They all dug and dug as hard as they could. Then the seagull flew over again. "Wah! Hurry up, old sea! They're making such a big castle that you'll never be able to wipe it out if you don't hurry up. Wah!" But this time, the sea was very near indeed, and it whispered and chuckled quietly to itself and sent small waves lapping towards the castle. Nearer, nearer, until quite suddenly an extra big wave swished right round it. "Oh, no, sea, no," Hilary cried. "Go and wash the beach somewhere else. This is our castle, and we don't want it washed away." But the sea didn't take a bit of notice. It was used to people and their castles. It just came swishing in and in, quite gently, until it had made an island of the castle. They watched the sea come in further and further, until even the flag on the top just floated away. Oh, well, it was a lovely castle, they all agreed as they went home to tea. And next day, when the sea had gone out again, the sand was just as flat as it had been before they began to dig. The sea was still laughing to itself far away at the edge of the beach. "Swish," it called. "You can make another castle," it seemed to say. "I've made the sand all flat and clean for you to make another one." Swish. And that's exactly what they did.
Doodly-doo, 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 doodly-doo. I'm at the seaside, come along too. I'm at the seaside, doodly-doo. Find a beach that's waiting for you. The sun is shining and the sea is blue. Oh, doodly-doo, 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 oh, doodly-doo. Feel the sand with your hand and watch it go. Bury your feet and wiggle a toe. Sandy fingers, sandy toes. Wash them in the sea and the sand will go. Doodly-doo, a doodly-doo, whoa, doodly-doo, whoa, doodly-doo.
I'm at the seaside, come along too. At the seaside, doodly-doo. There's a beach waiting for you. The sun is shining and the sea is blue. Doodly-doo, 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 doodly-doo. In the cool rock pools creatures hide. Step with care or you'll slip and slide. Slippery seaweed, pop, pop, pop. Stepping carefully over the rocks.